to change some settings. Like I said, this is a simple test for me today. I'm trying to figure out how to do this and if it's working properly. So am I working any better now? Is it better, yeah? Is it better? It looks like it's better. Right, I changed the settings so it comes out a little bit high, less high definition. I've stuck the wire into my laptop so I've got better internet connection. And now it looks like we are rolling. How are you guys doing? How you doing? I'm going to get in the comments in a minute, but this is the live Adam McKola stream 2016 review. It is a test stream. Remember that. A test stream. So bear with me. Any errors, any mistakes in streaming and all that stuff, let me know in the comments below. But get your comments in. We're going to have a debate today about the year that has been 2016. Now, with a lot of things, people will say it's been a disastrous year. But we're going to try and pull some positives out of it tonight, as well as look back on some of the negatives, how we're going to go forward as Manchester United, and any other general questions that you may have for me. So keep your questions coming in the comments below. If I keep looking to my right, then I'm going to try. I'm looking because I'm going to check if the stream's okay and all that. I'm a one-man band, remember. When I do full-time Devils and stuff, I literally arrive, sit down, relax, and watch. And record. I don't do any of the behind the scenes stuff. So now I'm trying to deal with this behind the scenes stuff and see what we can do today. We are live on Adam McKola TV. How are you guys doing? Rafay, Sandy, Trova, Danny, Mahia, Colin, all in the comments. I can see you there. Thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you to everybody else that is watching as well. I hope the stream's going all right. It's saying encoding overloaded. So what we're going to do is, yeah, some of you are getting me and some of you aren't. So apologies to those that aren't buzzing if you are. Thank you for joining us. So make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so we can keep rising at Adam McKola TV and more people can join us. Rafe says the stream is perfect. Jared says hi. Hi Jared, how you doing? Sander also says the stream is fine. Absolutely delighted with that. We've got over 50 people in here today. Great stuff. Thank you for joining us. Like I said, Anthony says, what do you think of Mo from Arsenal Fan TV? I don't have any opinion of Mo from Arsenal Fan TV. I don't know him apart from his videos. Some of his opinions I don't agree with, to be honest, but I don't know him. And you should never judge someone from a YouTube video. It's very easy. Some of these people make it very easy to judge them on a YouTube video with some of their opinions, however outrageous they may be. But you can't judge anyone based off a YouTube video, especially when you're just giving your football opinion, however wrong it may seem to be. But yeah, what I do know of him, I don't agree with some of the stuff he says, but that's about it. I haven't watched much of the Arsenal Fan TV content recently. Although I do see quite a lot of the clips that float around on Twitter every time they lose, and they always make me laugh. But yeah, Sean says he loves the content. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, Sean, and thank you for getting in the comments. Ben, how are you doing? Adam, who do you think is better on their day, Zlatan or Cantona? Says Sam Wyatt. I think that one has to be Eric Cantona, the King Cantona. I absolutely adore Eric Cantona, and I'd have to go with him. I'm just looking at my phone now because I'm going to try and get the comments on my phone instead, so that I've got the comments here and I don't have to keep looking to my right, and that way it's a little bit more in front of me. But for some reason, guys, I can't get the stream up on my phone. It doesn't have it there. Let's have a look. No, literally can't find it. I can only find the comments here. What would be the biggest regrets if we sell Memphis, says Kiddist Pedersen? The biggest regret will be if he goes on to do well elsewhere and United haven't got a clause to bring him back, or he isn't out on loan and he's left on a permanent. If that happens, it'll be absolutely gutting, because Memphis came with a lot of potential to Manchester United. He did well in his last season in the Eredivisie, helping PSV Eindhoven get the league title. Him and Wijnaldum were excellent for them that season. And then he hasn't really had the opportunities at Old Trafford. I think he deserved a lot more opportunities than he's had. But Louis van Gaal and Jose Mourinho didn't give him opportunities. There has to be a reason for that. Whatever the reason is, It's a shame that he is leaving Old Trafford. It looks like he's leaving Old Trafford. Doesn't help himself with things like the shisha stuff this weekend. But again, I think that's been overblown by the press. I don't think it is a huge issue. And by the way, Robert Snodgrass has just scored an absolute banger for Everton. What a goal that was. Sorry, against Everton. It was a great goal. Top 4 for United, says Rafe. Maybe, just maybe. But first of all, guys, what we're going to talk about is 2016 for Manchester United. Now, 2016 has been an up and down year. When you look at it, we came into the back of it on the back of a dreadful December in 2015. Do you remember that December? I remember that December. Being in the freezing cold, coming out of grounds every time Manchester United lost. It felt very bad. And then having talked to fans as well after the game, speaking to fans about it, it was dreadful around that time, and you could just feel that Louis van Gaal was going to be sacked. He wasn't sacked though, and he kept his job through into the end of the season in 2016. It did get a little bit better for Manchester United. We won the FA Cup in May, and we had a great run in the Cup on the way there. There were some fantastic games, but once that was over, and once we got the FA Cup, remember the goal, Marshall against Everton, Lingard against Palace, some fantastic memories there. But once we got that victory in the FA Cup final, it was immediately the news that Louis van Gaal was going to get sacked. So it was like up, down. He had that thing with the press. The press wanted to get one over on him, and they managed to do that by announcing that Jose Mourinho was going to become the Manchester United manager. Jose did become the Manchester United manager, and it's obvious that it was the right decision to bring him in. It's been the correct decision. I had my doubts over Jose, but he's come in. Now, the start of the season, we were thinking, yes, we're going to challenge, especially after the summer that we did have as well. Bringing in those 4 players, Pogba, Mickey, Zlatan, Bailly, fantastic players that we brought into the club. Things didn't gel instantly. We had some early results, 3 wins in the league on the bounce, but then the draws and the defeats at Chelsea came, and the draws were the most frustrating things as well. Burnley, Stoke, West Ham, Arsenal, games that we dominated and should have been winning. But now we look at it. December this year, this month has been fantastic for the Reds. A victory over Spurs, a victory over Crystal Palace, then Sunderland, and now we've got Middlesbrough coming up. And it's been a great run for Manchester United. It's been a good run for Manchester United, and it's a run that we have to keep going because of those drop points that we have had this season already. November, we dropped an awful lot of points. Because of those points that we have dropped, it's made it difficult for us now in terms of where we're playing and playing catch up. But apart from Chelsea, United are playing the best football in the league at the moment, and I think we are one of the best 2 or 3 teams in the league. Obviously, the table doesn't reflect that at the moment. We've only got ourselves to blame. But 2017 is a year that we can approach with confidence, and we can come into it thinking we can actually do something. So it's really exciting 2017 for Manchester United, even if we do look back on some of the results in 2016 with a little bit of frustration. Right, back in the comments. I see Stephen Alson's jumped in somewhere, but I can't see his comment. Can't see his comment at all. Probably because I blocked him off the channel. Can't find his comments. Basically, what I will say is fuck Howson. Where are you going to be tomorrow, Adam? I'm going to be at Old Trafford. I'm going to be at Old Trafford. So guys, get in the comments, and basically Get your goal of the year, your player of the year, your moment of the year in the comments. I don't know what's going on in there at the moment. Do not know what is going on at the moment. But it's all good in the hood. I ain't dabbing Zainul. That's not happening. What is your 11 then for the match against Middlesbrough tomorrow? Says my cousin John. My 11 is David De Gea, Valencia, Blind at left back, Rojo, Jones. Can't play Bailly because he's going away to the African Cup of Nations, so you may as well keep Rojo and Jones together. Herrera, Pogba. I'd rest Carrick for the game against West Ham. Then Marshall, Mickey T, Zlatan and Mata. That's the team I'd go with. What happened to Raval Morrison to Snake and Sniper? That was a gutting one, innit? He had the best talent anyone has had in the academy. He was fantastically talented, and it was just a shame that he wasted it. Fergie held. It says as much as his talent that Fergie held on for him so long through a lot of the stuff that he was doing, because he was a fantastically talented player, and then he left for West Ham. Where is he now? Lazio. Does he even play for Lazio? I'm not sure. Goal gotta be Lingard versus Palace in the FA Cup final, says Matt. I think that's my goal of the year as well. Although Mkhitaryan's scorpion kick, what about that one? That goal, Mkhitaryan's scorpion kick, what a goal it was. That's actually my goal. Lingard's winning a cup final in it, so you've got to give it to Lingard. Because if you score that goal in a cup final, 2 in it, you've got to get goal of the year. What a goal it was. But Mkhitaryan's goal, the reaction to that goal was absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. The reaction to that goal. You heard the crowd go like, oh, what has happened here? What has happened? This goal is incredible. And it was shock. I thought he was going to get ruled out. It obviously wasn't. Thank God for that. There would have been a riot if there was. And that goal was something special. It's great to see Mkhitaryan finally doing well for Manchester United and playing. He needs to start against Middlesbrough tomorrow. Moment of the year would be winning the cup again. Or if I gave goal of the year to Lingard for winning the cup, the moment of the year has to be Pogba signing. Pogba coming back. What do you guys think about that? The 2-story Greg's is amazing. Match day Greg's. Will Van Gaal succeed at PSG? Has he gone to PSG, Danny? Lads, guys, girls, has he gone to PSG? Adam is my favourite YouTuber, says MUFC Footy TV. Obviously doesn't watch a lot of YouTube, but still, thank you, mate. You must only watch Full-Time Devils, and it's obvious I'm the best on there, because no one really likes Harrison. Gaz, is he even there anymore? Does he bother to turn up? No, he doesn't. He's gallivanting on the radio at 5 o'clock in the morning like Alan Partridge, isn't he? Sandeep says, moment of the year, Jose. I am streaming on OBS, Stephen Howson. You know what, yeah, Steve? Actually, you can actually be useful. It says on OBS, encoding overloaded. What does that mean, lad? I hope Van Gaal gets the PSG job so Angel Di Maria shits himself. Probably stage a robbery and get out of there. Is Gaz a homo, says Mighty Man. He's actually not. He's got a girlfriend. Nothing wrong with being one, of course, but he has got a missus, I believe. Right, Steve, I've done that. I think. Duration 500 ms. Fucking Everton. I got Everton in my bet as well, bastard. Where's Gaz been, says Kazim. He has been. Gaz has been. He has been on the radio. Like I said, Alan Partridge in it up. He's been on the radio. Ooh, Mirelas had a shot. Sorry, the game's on there and it keeps catching my eye. I should probably turn it off. He has been dabbing on the radio, Noah White. Adams on Grinder on the sly, says Matt. It's in my profile, mate. Skulls or Keno, says Kurt. You can't do that. That's like choosing between your mum and your dad. You don't choose between your mum and your dad. You don't choose between Roy Keane and Paul Scholes. What I will say is there hasn't been a better midfield partnership in the Premier League ever. Ever. Say who you want to say. Who you want to say? Vieira and Petit? Nope. Scholes and Keane every day. Hence why we won more. Who was your player of the year? For me, Ander Herrera, says Sean O'Connor. My player of the year was Juan Mata. Ander Herrera is my favourite player, of course. But Juan Mata had to get player of the year for me. So many crucial goals, so many crucial moments, goals in big games, consistent performances, always grafting, even when people said he wouldn't do that. Jose came, they thought he'd be gone. He's grafted it out. He's kept his place in the team. He's one of the vital players. It's a shame we're not playing a number 10 at the moment, because if we were, Juan Mata would be starting. But when we do play a number 10, he can play. He can start. He obviously played out wide as well. But it's great to have Juan Mata still in this side. I love Juan. He's the player of the year. Zaino. No one's dabbing. Sandeep, Zaino, do one. No one's dabbing. Well, don't do one. Just stay. Because you're probably the only two watching at the moment. You used to and Steve. So used to stay, but no one's dabbing. Maybe I'll dab at the end. That'll keep you watching till then, right? Where do you think we'll finish this season? Top 3? I think it will happen. If we keep playing like the way we are, we'll close the gap on 5th, 4th. And once we close the gap on them and we jump over Spurs or Arsenal or City, whoever we jump over, once we jump over one of them, the shit's going to close up quickly and we're going to get in. Watch. Howardinho says, favourite United chant. Sackable offence to dab. It is a sackable offence. It actually is. Cleverly or Fellaini, says Danny. Fellaini. More special moments with Fellaini. He scored a lot of crucial goals. Say what you want about him. I don't think he's a first team quality. I don't think Cleverly was in the end. But Fellaini scored crucial goals for Man United. Simple as that. Cleverly didn't. And we all remember Palace away in 2013, 14 was it? Who's Don Giovanni? Best 3 non-United players, Priyan says. Is that current or not? Is it true you got beat up outside the Emirates, says Anthony. The fuck is all that about? Of course it's not. How you not on the piss, McKola? It's Friday, says Ravi. I'm not, unfortunately. You know what though, yeah? I have got some Christmas alcohol in. And I'm going to get on some of that. I'm not on the piss because I'm going to Old Trafford Brighton early tomorrow. And as I don't live around the corner, got to make a journey for it, don't I? Ahmed Chokos, a cheeky shout out. Suppose that's it. Thanks for watching the content, Zaino. Will Zlatan stay past 2 years? Who knows? He's fit, but you can never know when these players are going to tail off. They could just be, it could be instant. Like with Wayne Rooney, he was playing great and then he was just gone. Or it could be a gradual decline. If it's a gradual decline, he could stay about. He could be on the bench. But I can't see Zlatan being one of those guys that sits on the bench playing 15, 20 games a season and all that stuff. Doing a Henrik Larsson. I can't see him doing that. So, I don't know. But remember Henrik Larsson, great Swede, being at Old Trafford. Where's Ian, says Macchio. He's in the 2016 review on Full Time Devils. Go and check that out. But obviously, after this, we don't want you to leave. We've got over 100 people in here. Thank you very much. It's the first time I've done one of these live streams. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for getting involved. And thank you for getting on it. Amount of goals Latin will score this season. So he's on 16 and 17, right? 16 and 17. He's on, how much is he on? 15, 16. I think he'll end on about 30. Rahul says, did you go St. John Wall? I did indeed. Grimes says, more live streams, Adam. Yes, there will be. As long as this one ain't a disaster, and I can keep them going. They'll be regular every week. I've just heard the doorbell go, which means my Chinese is here, which means it's come early. Now, what I've ordered is a chicken chow mein, a chicken curry, and an egg fried rice. What do you order from the Chinese? That's what I want to know. And we're going to say we got 15 minutes left of this because I'm absolutely starving. What kind of shit is that media comparing Pogba to Henderson? The media is a load of balls. Have you seen the reaction to Firmino's drink driving charge? Compare that to Wayne Rooney's wine gate. Compare that to Shisha with Memphis. Says it all, don't it? Is Jose still the best in the world? Says Amrit Paul. I don't think you can ever say there's one manager. Well, you can. Sir Alex Ferguson was the greatest when he was still in it. But I don't think you can say because it's so close. Obviously, in recent years, he hasn't done much. But 24 months ago, he won the league. And some would say he was the best or one of the best then. But he can definitely become the best again at Old Trafford. Just like Manchester United, we were once the best. We're not anymore. And we need to get back to that being the best status. Jose can get us there. We can get him there. Simple as that. That's the best way I can put it. Points of YouTube is the best. Swenverse. I always win. Top of the league. Any transfer news, Sandy? Looks like Lindelof's deal's off. But some people saying it's on. So you never know with that one. Apart from that, you never know. Jose today said no deals have been agreed for players to leave. No one will go out on loan apart from maybe Sam Johnston, which means Timothy Fosu-Mensah will stay. I just only hope he gets played. He needs to play. Lucas Kirby says Simeone is the best manager in the world. Simeone is the best manager in the world. Atletico haven't even been all that at the races this year, so I don't think it is, to be honest. Will Carrick be classed as a legend? Oh, the 12-year-old girl. Yep, I got beat up by a 12-year-old girl. Not only at the Emirates, yesterday also at the traffic lights. Basically what happened was I almost went through a red light in the car, nearly knocked the 12-year-old girl over. She knocked me out. I'm still here to breathe another day though, so it's all good. Who's your favourite person at FTD, says Lennox. I like chatting to Ray, Webby, Steve's dad, Craig. I like chatting to people like that, people that have seen a lot of Manchester United's history. Of course, it's always nice chatting with Gaz and Steve, or them dicks, but mainly like people like Webby and Gaz, Webby and Ray, and who was the other one I said? Craig. People like that. Moussa Dembele from Spurs is a don, isn't he, Matt? Don't think he'll come though. Steve, fuck you too, mate. Right then, what we got to talk about here anyway? So, goals, moments, player. Louis van Gaal against Arsenal. Who remembers that shit? Stuff like that. Who's the boss at FTD, says Sujit. Obviously me. What microphone do you use in the preview for your own channel? I use... It's literally... I got this blue snowball. And I got... another thing that I stick into my Canon. Everton have scored. It's 2-2 with 6 minutes to go. Looks like Ross Barkley has finally did something with his life. Opinion on Michael Carrick. It says the Greg Rotter. I love Michael Carrick. I genuinely love and adore Michael Carrick. What a player he is. Who would you steal from City, says Habib. No one. Nah, Aguero, just because it'd be nice to piss them off by taking Aguero. Is Pogba the best midfielder in the world? Obviously, you got people like Modric who are consistently fantastic, but they can't do what Pogba does. Is he the best in the world? It's hard to say. He's a fantastic player, and he's going to be the best in the world one day. Whether he is right now, it's difficult, but he's one of them. He's definitely one of them. He's probably the best. He's the best in the Premier League by far. Pat Masters, how much put the Everton game? I only put a little accumulator, £5 on 8 teams or something like that. All the teams are doing well, apart from Newcastle and Everton. But you know what? It's only a little fiver, so if I lose, it's fine. Remember, bet safely, kids. Be responsible. Don't go all out on 0 and lose your shit. What has happened to Marshall? Please explain, says Ultron. Yo! Am I back? Did it go down? What's going on? Are we back or what, man? I do not know what's going on. Hi, guys. It looks like this is fucked up, yeah. Are we back? Are we back? Are we back? I think we're back. I think we are back. Guys, sorry, I do not know what's going on at the moment. There's 96 of you still here. Thank you for sticking it out while we've had a few problems. Like I said, teething issues. We'll be back here next week and it'll be running fine. I promise you that. Thank you for joining us though today. It's been a pleasure having you all here. Remember, 2016 hasn't been the best of years for Manchester United, but we've still had a bit of silverware. So many fans around the world would love to see their teams win a bit of silverware. We've got the FA Cup to level up with Arsenal as the joint record holders of that one. After they overtook us to go 12-11. We've gone 12-12 with FA Cups. Lingard's goal for me against Palace has to be the goal of the season. Has to be the goal of the season, that one. Lingard against Crystal Palace. Moment of the year would be Paul Pogba returning. I think for me, that just capped off a fantastic summer. Jose Mourinho came in. Optimism came in. Zlatan, Bailey, Mkhitaryan, Pogba came in. It didn't go to plan from the start. Of course it didn't. And we've dropped a lot of points this season. But it's been a decent end to the year for Manchester United. We're finally winning again. 11 games unbeaten. 8 wins, 3 draws, 24 scored, 7 conceded. We're going in the right direction again. And that's since the defeat against Fenerbahce on November the 3rd. So we've gone unbeaten for quite a long time now. We need to keep that up against Middlesbrough tomorrow to close the year out on a high and go into 2017 fully confident that Manchester United can get back to the top of the table. We can get back to challenging for the league titles and the cups and the Champions League, because that's where we belong. Jose Mourinho has won the league 24 months ago, and like I said earlier, it was a bad time for him, but he needs to come back to the top. We need to come back to the top, and it looks like we can do that together because we're going in the right direction. Mkhitaryan, Pogba, Zlatan, Bailey, say it again. All the players that we've got in this side are fantastic talent. Yes, there may be some that leave, but when you look at it, Martial, he's not going to Sevilla. He's going to play for Manchester United for years to come, and he's going to do well. We know that. He's a young player. It's his second season in the Premier League, his second season in a new country. He needs time to adjust to Jose Mourinho's management, his tactics, his style of play. And Jose Mourinho, as he has said recently, is willing to give him that time. He's not going to sell Tony, Martial, Marcus Rashford as well. You need to give him time. People getting on his back saying he's not what he was and all this stuff. He's a young player. He's still got the same talent he had last season, and he'll get to showcase it at Old Trafford. Hopefully, 2017 is a great year for Manchester United, and it ends 2016, that is, with a bang tomorrow at Old Trafford. Thank you for joining me here on the live stream. It has been emotional. Apologies for any delays, any lags in the stream. I will sort them out for next time. It was a quick test today, but I hope you've enjoyed it. 2016 Player of the Year for me has been Juan Mata. Goal of the Year, Lingard against Crystal Palace. Moment of the Year, that FA Cup win, of course, but Pogba coming back to Old Trafford as well. And you can get yours in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe to Adam McKola TV. Keep it locked. Go and check out my Middlesbrough preview. Go and check out the latest tabloid trash, my new feature on the channel. And go and check out the FIFA career mode video, because that is up right now as well. The 10th in the series. If you haven't seen any of them before, you can go and watch them all now. You may as well go and do it. The Everton game's nearly finished. It's 2-2. It's about to finish. You can go and watch all those videos for now. And I see all of you guys saying dab. I am not dabbing. I am not dabbing. I'll be back at Old Trafford tomorrow for Manchester United against Middlesbrough. Follow me on Snapchat, Adam McKola. And of course, FT Devils is the full-time Devils Snapchat, which I'll be running tomorrow. Instagram, Adam McKola. All that stuff. Twitter, Adam McKola. Facebook, Adam McKola. It's all simple. One name. All over social media. You know what to do. Subscribe, like, share. I'm Adam McKola. I'm out of here.